Well, howdy there, Internet people, it's Beau again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump going nuclear and what this means. Trump made a statement on the U.S. nuclear arsenal and said he directed DOD to start testing again, something the U.S. hasn't done since 1992 and the winding down of the Cold War. This is exactly what he said. Quote, "The United States has more nuclear weapons than any other country. This was accomplished, including a complete update and renovation of existing weapons, during my first term in office. Because of the tremendous destructive power, I hated to do it, but had no choice. Russia is second, and China is a distant third, but will be even within 5 years. Because of other countries' testing programs, I have instructed the Department of War to start testing our nuclear weapons on an equal basis. That process will begin immediately. Thank you for your attention to this matter. President Donald J. Trump." Okay, it's Trump. So let's start with the basic fact check. The U.S. has more nukes than any other country. Nope, false. Russia actually has more, but the U.S. legitimately doesn't need more. When it comes to nukes, once you've reached the level capable of significantly disrupting human civilization, you really don't need more. Remember, it's a deterrent. I'm not sure what he's saying was accomplished, since we don't actually have the most, unless we added a sizable amount in secret, and Trump is posting state secrets on social media. But the modernizations started under Obama. China will not pull even with the U.S. within 5 years, unless it produces about 1,000 weapons a year for each of those 5 years. In the last 2 years, they've made about 100. Other countries tested nukes. I'm not 100% sure what he means here, but I have an idea, and we'll come back to this. Just as a point of clarification, none of the countries he's listed has tested a nuke since before the turn of the century. He ordered the Department of War to start testing our nuclear weapons. Cool. Well, I'm sure they'll call the Department of Energy and get that started. Specifically, they'll need to reach out to the National Nuclear Security Administration, which Trump will remember as the place he keeps cutting and furloughing. As an aside, he's also going to want to beef the Office of Secure Transport back up. So, what prompted Trump to reduce the U.S. to the level of North Korea? I'm recording this early, so I can celebrate Halloween, and all of the details aren't out yet. But my guess is that Trump heard that Russia tested a nuclear-powered missile, or maybe a nuclear-capable torpedo, and legitimately didn't understand what he was told, overreacted, and accidentally told the world that the President of the United States doesn't know which agency controls the nukes, or which country has the most, or that isn't a metric for deterrence. Honestly, Trump's post was more damaging to U.S. deterrence than a nuclear-powered missile in Russian hands. But hey, congrats to Russia for mastering tech the U.S. realized was unnecessary and abandoned in the 1960s. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.